Hi, it's Warren here, and here's my really fresh tasting recipe for a fish stew.
To start with, we're going to prepare 2 onions and 2 garlic cloves. So firstly, get your onions, slice the ends off, chop them in half and then peel. Then using a sharp knife, carefully finely chop the onions. Set the 2 chopped onions aside and then prepare the 2 garlic cloves. So peel them and then finely chop them again using a sharp knife. Now get yourself a large casserole dish and pour in the onions and garlic. Then place your casserole over a medium heat on the hob and then drizzle in some oil. You then need to fry the ingredients while stirring for 5 to 10 minutes. You now need to get yourself 500 grams worth of potatoes. Then peel them and then chop them into approximately 2-inch squares. You now need to get yourself 1 fish stock cube, stick it in a jug and then pour in 900 millilitres worth of boiling water. Then give it a stir to dissolve the stock cube. Once the potatoes and stock are ready and the onions and garlic have finished frying, firstly put your potatoes into the casserole and then carefully pour in the stock. Bring the casserole up to a simmering point and then leave it to simmer away for between 10 to 15 minutes or until the potatoes are nice and tender. You then need to remove the casserole from the heat and then remove half of the potatoes with a little bit of the stock and pour them into a jug. Then use a hand blender to blitz the potato and stock in the jug together until it's left nice and smooth. And this is what's going to make the sauce in our stew lovely and thick. So you guessed it, the next step is to pour the blended potato back into the casserole. Then place it back onto a low simmering heat on the hob and then stir in the potato. We now need to add the remaining ingredients, so that's 300 grams worth of pre-prepared mixed fish, 150 grams worth of pre-prepared prawns, 100 grams worth of sweetcorn and 100 grams worth of washed broccoli. Carefully pour them into the casserole and then mix everything together. You then need to stick the casserole back on the hob over a simmering heat for between 10 and 15 minutes and leave it to cook away gently until the vegetables are done and the fish is cooked through. When you're happy that everything's done, remove the casserole from the heat and then give it a taste. If it requires any seasoning, stir it in now and then your fish stew is ready to serve. And why not check out more of my fishy recipes by clicking on one of the links on the screen.